guys, what's up? This is Bushcraft Bear here, and we're going to do a little bit of just bushcraft today. Just out in my backyard, we got a little fire pit over there, a little smoking pit, like fires on top of the logs, and a rocket stove over there that I built, and I might be able to light it up. I'm gonna clean this stuff out, and we're gonna do a little bit of a review on some things that I have. First of all, I have my trusty Fiskars X7 hatchet. I'm just going to show you. This is only pine, so it's very, very easy to split. I have a small piece. Very, very good. Splits perfectly. With a nice little feather stick. I mean, it's not the ideal thing to do a feather stick with, but if you had to, you could do it. You make little shavings out of it. Good. Chop's pretty decent. I just like putting it on this log because each side these are higher, so I can put it there and just chop them up in nice little pieces that I use for a little kindling and split them. Looks very good. I also have, got some fat wood in here. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a lesson on how to extract fat wood. If we have a little bit in here. So I'll show you guys one of the pieces of fat wood that I already have extracted. And also I have lots and lots of charcoal I made. Homemade charcoal. Come on, a good example of fat wood. Okay, here's a decent example of fat wood. See all this in here? This is very, very resin soaked. This is resin all in it. As you can see. See that dark amber color in there? That's very good. So I'm going to put this aside, have my little piece as an example, set this up front, bring the camera over. And start extracting. If you could smell this, which you can't, it smells like pine. It's very, very good in resin. Oh, lots and lots of resin in this. I'm just using my hatchet right now because I don't have my knife with me. I don't feel like going back to my house and getting my knife, but just chip this away until, like you see right here, this is all crystallized. And see these little veins and stuff in here of all this nice sap? You want to chunk off pieces, like, the more of that you see, like all of this sap in here, the more you see, the more flammable your fat wood will be. Put these chips off to the side. I'll show you a little demonstration of how to get this going with the ferrocerium rod. And all these chips right here, these are very good, very, very good fire starters. Although they only have a little tiny bit of fat wood content in there, they will still catch up because they have a little bit of resin. Although it doesn't have a lot of resin, a little resin is better than no resin. Got this shaved down pretty good. Okay. A nice little flake that I got. This over here. I'm getting closer. It's not ideal. So when you carry on a piece of fat wood, you want to know that you have that fat wood content, that you could just go scrape off a little bit with the back 90-degree angle of your knife, which this is not 90 degrees, I'll tell you that. You get little tiny shavings, like it's called Maya dust. Get a little dust. Like this. That will most likely ignite with your ferrocerium rod. So I'm just going to split this right here, hopefully, after I chop a bunch of this off. Ooh, close to my finger. Really wish I had my Camelus Les Stroud knife out with me now, but I don't, so it is what it is. Nice. Okay, we have a nice piece that we just extracted. And what you find, where I find this, I have these old, this stump right here is pine. So I let this sit for, I'm gonna say, about a year, 2 years or whatever. This is from the bottom of a tree. I have another stump over there, and then another one over here. I have a ton of pine because I live close to the pine, so I have a lot of pine here. And that's where you get this. Only pine trees will have this. No other tree will have this. I like getting out of regular yellow pines, black pines, or white pines. Well, yeah, you know what? That's all the pine trees that they have. But any type of tree that produces resin, like a pine tree, and you have to smell that sap. If you don't smell that when you cut into it with your knife or hatchet or whatever you're using, it's not going to be flammable. It's just going to be like enhanced wood. It's not going to be ridiculously enhanced wood like this. Look at that amber color in there. Look at that. Let's shave this off. And I would be able to light that with a ferrocerium rod. But I'm not. I don't need to. You just have all this. Chunk off a little bit. Keep this in my sack or my pack, whatever. Good, nice hit. A nice little piece of fat wood to keep that with me. I would just carry this in my pocket, and all I have to do, all this wood, is scrape a little bit off, like I said, and just light it. So I'm being lazy. A little lighter. I'll show you. See that flame? I'll hold the flame. Like a candle. But you get the point, right? This stuff holds a flame very well. Just get this going. This. That smoke coming off of this? All you smell is that pine. And I could light anything here on a fire really like that. I could light this big piece if I wanted to. And that will keep on going forever. All you have to do is just put it out and it smokes. But that's my just example of fat wood. And I'm gonna go over here, guys. We're gonna do some splitting. Let me clear this all up. want to be good, you'd save all this stuff. I just saved most of it in a little bucket. So we have, this is just wood that I had from my house or whatever. I'll show you, we're going to do some chopping. It was terrible. I just go like that. Boom. Right in the middle. It's not really a good piece of wood to be splitting, but I split this. It's good. Right in my fire action. Split that. I'm going to split this. That right down the middle. Well, not really. And this stuff, you can't tell it's pine that much because this has been sitting out here forever. Now, if I wanted, I could keep on going smaller and smaller and smaller until I get twigs. So you can keep on processing this down even further to like this size, or even like toothpick size, like this. A nice piece of wood, you keep on going down and down and down. Now we have this piece. You could use these as kindling, or even go further. Which I will try to do. So I got a little bit further there. So we have this down. You get a piece of maple and show you how it chops. Foot up here. It's an angle. There you go. Throws decent chips, and we'll do this again. That was 2 hits. That just snapped it. But then we have this wood. Let's go. I like using maple in my rocket stove because it burns quick. Burns pretty hot. For my rocket stove, I'll use pine, twigs, any wood, because it burns through wood like a beast. And once I show you how much this burns through wood, you'll realize that this is not efficient, how I built mine. Because I have an air duct on the bottom that brings up air throughout the whole rocket stove, and it's convection current. And man, this thing just burns through wood like a beast. It goes through the bottom, forces the air up, and once a good bed of coals gets in the bottom of it, it really starts going, "Hey, Mr. Chipmunk, how you doing?" It's like right there in front of my face. Now you're in my fire pit. I'll light that thing up. I got sticks in there, buddy. Terrible split. Trying to be safe with this. I really could use my knife to split this and baton it, but I'm not going to try and get my knife broken just by doing that. Just would be stupid. There's chipmunks everywhere. There's like 3 or 4 of them in my fire pit. Just a little bit of maple. We'll just split up. And then we're going to split right here. Get this cleaned up. See if we can get a nice clean split down the middle. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty decent. Splits decently. I actually like using this Fiskars